Along with doing Louise's course, I've also been reading a book by Sally Holloway called The Serious Guide to Joke Writing. And one of the exercises in the book is called Stream of Consciousness. For 10 minutes, you just talk about one subject, something you hate, effectively a rant. I'm going to do it now about parking attendants. This is the third time I've tried it because my iPhone's been playing up. I'm going to set the clock. There's a few prompts if I get stuck, which I might use, and let's see how we get on. Parking attendants. They are a nightmare. The army and navy, you've got police, maybe then you've got police support officers. I would say that parking attendants, parking wardens are so far down that they're below the grammar police. You got Postman Pat and you got Thomas the Tank and friendly old postman and friendly little train. Parking warden would be the bad guys. They would be the pantomime villains, wouldn't they? He's behind you, or the car's behind you. Do you reckon they go home and do the same to their kids? So when their kids are playing with their cars, playing with their toys, if they don't put them away when they're finished with them, they go, son, this car's in the wrong place, you're going to get a ticket. I always forget my number plate, so I'll go to the machine, and then I can't quite see what my number plate is, so I have to leave the machine, go get the number plate, at which point someone has jumped in front of me in the queue, they're on the machine, so I'm stood behind them, and then the warden comes over and gives me a ticket for not having paid for the parking. And why do they take so long taking photos of every car? You know, this isn't for your personal Instagram. Could you imagine that? If they have their own Instagram going, hey, did that car today, look at me, check out my page tomorrow as I get another car. I bet there is one parking warden who has his own Instagram page just full of cars. And in fact, it's probably like a car Instagram page and people like it because like, oh, that's a cool car. But those in the know are like, oh yeah, look at you, got another one. That's another 50 quid commission in your pocket. Where do you go with this industry? Do you start off with a little cul-de-sac and build your way up to residential areas, and one day you hit the big time, you hit that high street, you're able to do outside Primark. So parking attendants, that is me roasting you. So that's it, that's the time gone. It got pretty bad towards the end. I'll have a look back and see if there's any good material for this week's stand-up. It's Wednesday and I've just been to Nerd Night, hosted by my friend Parr, a friend of mine from Eagle Labs Brighton. It's all a bit like a TED Talk, really. Something new, something scientific, something kind of geeky, and I really enjoyed it. And Parr was the compere and the host, and he was really, really funny, so there's lots I learned from him. In London today, I'm hosting a thing called the Sports Media Networking event, where I'm hopefully going to meet other journalists, YouTubers, bloggers, producers, writers, presenters. I'm also here to check out some of the areas in London for my move for the new job I got. So just checking this place out. Look at that. Imagine living there, that's crazy. It's Tuesday, I'm just opposite the Windmill getting ready for my comedy class. Last night's sports networking event went really well. I was pleased to meet new people. Did have a big easy just before. I know this isn't a food blog, but I really enjoyed the California lobster roll. I did have an interesting story coming back last night when I met this guy who's from a football firm and wants to take his lads over to North Korea for a weekend. That would make a hell of a documentary. But I'm off to do my comedy now, my little set. It's all about traffic wardens and also about toilet attendants. We'll see if it gets any laughs. You might have like the army here, then the navy, then the police, maybe a police support officer. Traffic wardens are down here, just below the grammar police. I before E except for C, we tell our kids not to take sweets from people we don't know. Yet in the toilet, there's a man handing out lollipops. Why do I need a Chupa Chup? I'm 35 years old.